time. The finals of our standard PPTQ here at GameSwap Mason, hosted by Top Deck Productions. Eric Shoopman on the left, Mihaih Iacob on the right.
This should be a good one.
Blue White Control versus, as Eric said, Naya uncounterable, because Mihaih is running those 4 pro super pods.
And I think that's going to be the deciding factor of this matchup, just the super parts, really.
Yes.
Can Eric interact with his opponent?
Pretty much. I mean, 4 super pods, 2 Heart-of-Kirans. I mean, I feel like Mihaih is fairly well situated for this matchup compared to Blue Black Control.
I would, yeah, I would agree.
Especially the 4 Shalais makes those settle the wreckages for Eric not the best in the world.
Shalais and super parts, the 2 things Eric can't beat.
So Eric is the 1 seed. He gets to be on the play.
What? See, was Mihaih? He was the 6th seed?
Mihaih was the...
Bernie was 5th.
Mihaih was the
I think it was
6th seed, I believe.
I believe so, yeah.
Pretty sure.
We're pretty sure. We'll maybe figure it out. Who knows?
He's a Heart-of-Kiran turn 2 for Mihaih. That's going to resolve.
That's pretty much the standard for him. Followed by the turn 3 Ronus. Or
Mihaih was the 6th seed.
All right. Oh.
Oh. Mihaih not happy here. You can see it in the way he just sat down in the seat.
I'm going to make a prediction, all right?
Yes.
Eric's going to win this game.
We're moving to this card. I think Eric's going to cast out this heart. Yep.
I'm 100% sure Eric wins this game. I would not be surprised if Mihaih just concedes.
Down goes a Lyra Dogbringer. We're a long way from casting that card.
Okay, so he's not conceding, so Eric's
going to draw.
Eric's just going to sit here looking pretty, gaining information on Mihaih's deck list. He's going to Glimmer main phase to get a land, though.
Mihaih's been saying that Lyra's been bad for him, and I can see that.
Really?
Well, Fight with Fire is an amazing card against Lyra Dogbringer. Did you know that?
Yeah, but you know what? Lyra can't be targeted with Shalai.
That is true. I feel like people are prepared for it.
How many Shalais is he playing?
4.
Yeah, he has 4. Yeah, I feel like Lyra's great for him.
He has to have both in the field at the same time, though, and I feel like if people are prepared for Lyra, then it's okay. He's had some bad luck actually playing today. I can see that. Mihaih wants to move to this card. Eric says, before that, I want to flash back to Glimmer of Genius with the Gear Hulk. And, of course, the last thing you do in any turn is discard.
Well, it's not even... So you go to end step and then clean up. So it's... Yeah. So... Yeah. So the way you're supposed to say it is moving to end step, and that's when Eric gets priority to flash this in, because no one has priority in cleanup phase.
Yes.
So technically, Eric got free information from Mihaih discarding his Heart-of-Kiran, which...
It just doesn't matter. Here's at the fairy.
It's irrelevant, yeah. Alright.
I imagine...
I guess Mihaih's also just playing this to get information on Eric's deck, but...
It's a fair thing. Eric's going to draw. He's going to untap 2 lands and have access to cast out and disallow. Alright. What does Mihaih see?
Yeah. I think my prediction's going to come in.
That what? That the person who's stuck on 2 lands loses?
That is correct.
But your prediction is correct.
I am a genius. Oh my gosh, I am so smart.
A little known fact, if you don't draw lands, you cannot win at Magic.
Especially against a deck that counters every spell you're about to play.
Well, again though, that doesn't necessarily ring true here, because Mihaih has a 4 Prowling Serpopods.
Did he have one in his hand?
I don't know, but it was
he had
moot.
One green source as well, right?
He had 2 green sources.
Okay. Anyways, let's read off these deck lists, shall we?
All right, so sideboards. Again, pretty simple for Mihaih. 3 Carnage Tyrant, 4 Authorities, 4 Excellence Bindings, 4 Naturalizes. We read that off the main deck for Mihaih last round, but the important thing here is Mihaih has 3 Carnage Tyrants. That card can't be countered. I gotta imagine that's coming in, and Settle's coming out. Maybe we're bringing Naturalizes as well for the enchantment removal.
I like that idea.
What do you got over there for Mr.
All right,
Shoopman?
we're going to read off the entire thing.
Okay,
4 Torrential Gear Hulks, 3 Teferi, 4 Seal Away, 2 Essence Scatter, 1 Blink of an Eye, 4 Cast Out, 4 Disallow, 4 Glimmer of Genius, 2 Fumigate, 3 Settle the Wreckage, 1 Commit to Memory, 1 Search as Concept, 4 Field of Ruin, 4 Irrigated Farmland, 4 Glacial Fortress, 2 Memorials of Genius, and if someone that enters tapped, then you can pay 5, tap it, sack it to draw 2. 7 plains, 6 islands, and then in the sideboard, 1 Sorcerer Spyglass, 1 Forsake the Worldly, 3 Authority of the Councils, 1 Quick of Condemnation, 1 Jace's Defeat, 4 Negate, 1 Sorcerer's Canta, 2 Lyra Dawnbringer, and 1 Nezahal Primal Tide.
Woo! How's it feel
to read a bunch of cards.
Yes.
It feels great.
I'm not sure what I'd like here for Eric.
I don't like any of it.
Maybe the Lyra. So like.
Yeah. So the only thing I'm looking at is the Lyra and the Nezahal. The rest of it.
No, I'm not bringing Nezahal in this matchup. You kidding me? No, absolutely not. You don't want this. That's for control
moves. If he has
moves.
to take out a card from his main, like if he absolutely has to get rid of something, I feel like the only things that he would even consider bringing in are the Lyra and the Nezahal.
I mean, maybe Sorcerer Spyglass. I'm not sure if he knows whether or not Mihaih's playing counter magic.
Wait.
Someone wants to know in English, what did you just say?
In English?
Yes.
Come on. I speak great English.
You do, but it was pretty fast.
Oh, yeah, it was very fast. I tried. The deck list will be posted on...
Yes, all the deck lists will be posted...
on Facebook first.
On our Facebook page. So do not worry about that. That Facebook page is Facebook. You say it right there, bottom of your stream. Facebook.com/TopDeckProductions.
Yep. And then maybe eventually it'll be on the website. Possibly.
Also, if you want to rewatch any of these rounds here in this tournament, check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/TopDeckProductions. If you want to see us stream more tournaments like this on the weekends, in addition to our 4 rounds of weeknight live paper magic, you can either sub to us directly here on Twitch. Give us that free Twitch Prime sub. Don't forget, if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, you get a free Twitch Prime sub every month. Or check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/TopDeckProductions.
Also, we stream Modern on every Tuesday, 6:30 Eastern, and as well as Wednesday Standard, Thursday Modern, and Friday Modern. 6:30 for the weekdays, except for Friday. On Friday, we start at 7:30 Eastern. Or, I mean, just 7 Eastern, sorry.
4 rounds, Tuesday through Thursday. 5 rounds, Friday. As Eric's going to take a mulligan. Mihaih looks happy with his 7.
That's a pretty good start for Mihaih.
True.
Having more cards is just better in general against a deck that's trying to trade 1-for-1 with you with counter spells.
Yeah, I do think Eric is not exactly trading 1-for-1 thanks to some of his sweepers. So mulligans aren't the worst from him compared to like a blue-back control type deck. But definitely Mihaih wants to...
This is very weird. So if you look at Eric's sleeves, for some reason they look a little fuzzy.
They do, yeah.
It's just like I guess our camera just doesn't pick up the pink very well. It's very interesting.
Max saying he's a very simple man. He sees the fairy, he upvotes.
Or Eric, it actually might just be the screen we're watching off of.
Eric shipping again down to 5.
Yeah, like even this looks pink. That's normally red. I mean, it's red there. I think it's just our screen. Actually, yeah, no, yeah, they're actually red. So it's just our computer screen. It makes all red look like pink. That's interesting. Well, they're actually red sleeves, so don't be fooled.
Eric's 5 does for him.
I'm gonna assume not much.
I do see a Lyra in there.
He has 3 lands, yeah.
The fairy, Lyra, 3 lands. You got to keep that. It's like a Fumigate. He's going to keep on top.
Yeah, Fumigate's going to be huge for him to
that is a... Is that a Fumigate?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
He absolutely needed that card as well. He needs to hit 5 lands and then Fumigate when Mihaih fills the board.
See what Mihaih has
That's the only way
here.
he can win this
No
one.
Heart of Kieran. Okay. Good for Eric. Land the draw there.
Actually, if I'm Eric, I really want Mihaih to fill the board.
Yes.
And then for him to Fumigate and hopefully have Mihaih just stuck with no cards in hand. That's the only way I see Eric winning this game.
Not sure if that's going to happen just because Mihaih's cards cost so much. Again, no play here.
It's just very
Eric's
awkward.
draw is very kind. Run around a land into Glimmer of Genius. Mihaih looks like it's flooded. Cycle of Scatter
That's
Groves.
actually not good. See, if I was Eric, I would actually prefer Mihaih to be playing creatures right now.
So, Sorcerer's Spyglass. 2-mana artifact. When it enters the battlefield, you look at your opponent's hand. Then you get to name a card, and non-land abilities cannot be activated. So, if you're familiar with Pithing Needle, same exact concept. The only difference is that it costs 2 instead of 1, and you look at your opponent's hand. So, for example, you play Sorcerer's Spyglass. You name Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Players cannot activate any of the Planeswalker abilities of Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Eric goes down to 16 off the attack from Mihaih.
It's also just really nice because you get to see the you basically just get to see your opponent's hand. So it can help you for what card you're gonna name. It also just gives you good information.
Yep. Here's a Shalai, Voice of Plenty that cannot be countered.
Okay, so this is good for Eric, I'd say.
Eric brought in Nezahal, so a point for you.
Aha! Well, no, I didn't actually think he was going to bring it in because I didn't know what he was going to see. The only reason why I would take, why I would put Nezahal into the deck as well as the 2 Lyra Dawnbringers is if he had things to take out. And the only things that I think he would consider taking out is nothing in his deck.
Eric's going to fumigate away the board, get an 18.
Maybe
he's got a settle in hand. It's now turned down without Shalai on the battlefield.
So, like how do you feel about Blink of the Eye? Search for Riscanta and commit to memory.
I think commit's fine. Blink is not the best. Search isn't terrible.
Yeah, like I think all these cards are fine, but maybe he took out Blink and Search and commit. Those are like the 3 things I could see him taking out.
A Rekindling Phoenix enter the battlefield.
Maybe a settle too if he knew about the Shalai.
It's going to be met by a Teferi, Hero of Dominaria.
Yep.
What's important here is he does not care about this Rekindling Phoenix because he has a Seal Away in hand. As well as a Blink of an Eye.
Seal of Eye, or bleh. I just mixed the 2 cards.
So,
Seal Away is very good.
So he has the answer for this Rekindling Phoenix to cleanly remove it. Of course,
it's really nice because you get to untap the lands with Teferi.
Of course, don't forget Mihaih has the option of 4 naturalizes in a sideboard, which I imagine he brought in.
And he also plays 4. Is it 4 Blossoming Defense?
Yes. Again, his deck is pretty much mono 4s.
Yeah, it's all 4s. Yeah.
There's an Ixalan's Binding on Teferi.
Do we have the counterspell for that? Does not
no,
look like
it does not.
And you can't Blink of an Eye it, or can you?
You can Blink of an Eye if you really want to.
I don't think he does. I'd rather just seal away this Phoenix.
Yeah, you want to percent your life total here because the one difference between
is representing Blossoming Defense.
Yes, but that would be his last card in hand.
Yeah, and I think if I'm Eric, I'm down.
Here we go.
The throw it out there. Oh,
he's gonna show it. Okay, Eric takes 6 down to 12, but I mean that's so Seal Away should still be on the battlefield because Seal Away itself still resolved.
Yeah. Seal Away still resolves.
There we go. But here's the big thing. That was cast out the draw there from Eric.
I am liking this game now. I think Eric wins.
So I feel like there's an argument to be made. Yeah, you have 6 men available. I feel like you. Oh man, you know what you can do?
Seal Away, and then you have cast down available.
Okay, that works.
You can just win the game.
I was gonna say you can.
Mihaih is empty-handed. He is top decking. Eric has a full, healthy hand. This card's going to get sealed. It's going to get cast out, though. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but the Heart of Kieran's not going to be cast out.
That's fine. That's fine. If he cruise and attacks, it's whatever. Take 4, go to 8, cast down it. Or you can just Blink of an Eye and then cast down the Shalai on your turn. No, you can't Blink of an Eye because that's hexproof.
Yeah, I think Eric might respond with a Blink of an Eye here.
No, that's
not. No, he lets it.
Because he wants to cast out it.
So
he's down to take 4.
Down to 8, and then we're going to cast out Shalai, it looks like.
Hey, you know that card you were talking about that you wish was going to be reprinted next set in the core set?
Which card? No, he's going to get the fairy back.
Oh, all right. I like this.
Which card are you talking about, though?
Well, no, you were talking about the nature, or wait. The
Back to Nature?
Back to Nature, yeah. Get rid of all these enchantments.
Would be pretty good on this board, yes.
It'd be interesting on this board because you're going to exile Cast Out, which is going to bring back Ixalan's Binding, and it's going to exile Seal Away. Both Seal Aways, actually. Or just not Echo, but
so, Shalai is going 3rd from the top, and Mihaih, I knew what he was doing there. Looks like he was going to pull card number 1, card number 2, Shalai, then card 2, card 1. We want to make sure, obviously, that cards are put back in the proper order. Here's a Lyra Dogbringer coming down now.
Did you say Dogbringer?
Lyra Dogbringer. It was the Dogbringer. This would be great. This is the finals, Mr. Adamolds. We appreciate that you're tuning in, Adamolds. We miss you, buddy.
Yeah, where's Adam on Thursdays?
Adam has moved to New York currently.
Ah, yeah, that explains why he hasn't been here. I also
look on your face.
No. I even talked to Adam about this. Actually, I had a conversation with him, and I'm just like, yeah, he even told me about moving to New York. I don't know why I didn't.
The look on your face is priceless.
Yeah.
Mihaih finding a Carnage Tyrant. He is just throwing some gas. Eric's gonna come in. He's gonna deal 5. Put Mihaih down to 15.
He's also gonna gain 5.
Put up to 13. Correct.
That's pretty good. There's a Carnage Tyrant.
There is.
I don't think Eric really cares though.
Here's a Forsake the Worldly that's going to destroy the Heart of Kieran. And then Eric not only has the ability to settle the records away this Carnage Tyrant, but if he does it here, he does it so Shalai is shuffled off the top of his library.
That is actually very good.
Here's exactly Carnage Tyrant, and some wreckages are going to be settled. It is exiled. Mihaih will shuffle away that.
Is it a mandatory shuffle? Because I don't think it's mandatory. I know Field of Ruin is mandatory.
It is.
It is mandatory?
It's not a wreckage.
Yeah.
That player may search. It is not a mandatory shuffle.
So if I was Mihaih, I would not have.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to make sure you're seeing that shy voice of plenty.
Yeah, you also don't really care about the basic.
No.
It's not like you needed that. So now you have a chance to just draw into not a perfect angel that has a chance to save you.
Mihaih goes down to 10. Eric up to 18. After the attack with
Eric's gonna keep plussing Teferi.
Dawnbringer.
Drawing some cards.
You know, now I wish it was Dogbringer. So, yes and no. He did miss a Teferi trigger to untap lands. He had no lands to untap. Technically, Mihaih's lands were the ones that were untapped. So,
technically what he could do is just float the 2 mana and then untap them. Yes, but, you know, it's whatever.
Here's a Rekindling Phoenix from Mihaih. It looks like he passes it back to Eric, who will end it turn Gearhulk into Glimmer. My favorite 2-card combo for quite some time in Standard. Yeah.
Draw 2 lands.
Bottom 2 lands, draw 2 lands.
I mean, that's not bad. It means he's going to draw not lands, hopefully.
Yeah, but here's the other thing, too. Eric has lethal.
He can also just minus Teferi.
Exactly. That's what he's going to do. Put Phoenix third from the top. There it goes. Here comes an attack.
I believe the Phoenix is put facing the other direction. It's not huge since the game's over.
Attack for 10. Shark on the hand from Mihaih. Eric Shoopman, your winner of the first PPTQ
that was very
this
fast.
season here in Cincinnati. Very quickly, especially for control deck. He did not seem too happy about this matchup because he called it uncounterable.
Well, I mean, again, it was only if he had, like, Mihaih really needed that super card.
He only saw one, I believe, correct?
Did he see it? Well, I don't think he saw a single one.
I think he saw one, game 1. We'll bring it back to the booth to wrap things up for you a little bit.
Yep.
Eric had a pretty good tournament. Going in, he was the top seed. He had 1 loss, and then played against Taylor Gunn, who he was right to make Eric play here because Taylor's completely locked. Eric's able to be victorious there in a matchup I feel like is 50-50, and then Eric just ran the table. He beat John Douglas on Void Historic.
I feel like it's a good match for him.
I feel like it's a pretty even match, but I do think you're right. Eric is favored in that situation just because he can play the more controlling route.
Yeah.
He was able to beat Burning Wind, blue back control. I saw game 3. Eric played a turn 7 as a whole on the play.
Yeah, that's the card that won him the game.
Yes. And then you saw here, game 1 against Mihaih. Mihaih stuck on 2 lands. Eric took full advantage in game 2. Even on the mulligan to 5, he curved out perfectly.
Especially, I mean, the Fumigate was huge.
Yes. I thought it was interesting because we had 3 blue-white decks. That was tied for the most popular deck today.
Yep.
Only 1 made top 8. The other 2 did not do well at all.
Yeah.
But blue-white was able to be victorious. So people are going to be asking, does this mean blue-white is the best deck in the format? Matthew, what do you say?
No.
Why not?
The format is nowhere near to solved. Also, there's so many different decks out there. Blue-white has bad matches against other things, has good matches against some other decks. I feel like bringing blue-white into this PPTQ was I'd say a good idea.
Yes.
I feel like the deck's well suited against everything that's all the mid-range decks that people are going to be playing because they're just so consistent. And then it's as a fine matchup against other control decks, especially with Nezahal in the sideboard and 4 Gearhulks in the main.
I do feel like I would have been really interested to see how the blue-black, blue-white matchup would have gone had Eric not curved out into just straight Nezahal. Yeah. Because, again, I saw Bernie sideboard cards doing a lot of work, particularly Glidsleeve Siphoner.
Yep.
Just drawing him extra cards. Argo's Bloodfest is a fantastic card. Drew him cards, flipped it, gained him life, let him stabilize. I feel like it's still a meta to where you're best suited to play the best deck you know.
Yeah.
Maybe for Eric it was blue-white.
And I think it's also very heavily dependent on the skill of the actual player.
Yes.
I feel that's very important right now. So I feel like Eric did a good job with that.
Yes.
Overall, he played his deck very well.
Eric, he seems to always win some of these PPTQs if you ever check the logs. He seems to always be there going for the RPTQs. Hopefully he can convert into a Pro Tour shortly. That'll do it for us. Do you have any closing remarks, Mr. Minier?
Nope.
Nope, no remarks at all?
Just the general closeout, I guess.
I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you want to know when we go live, we do it 4 nights a week. Is that right, Matt? 4 nights a week?
Yes.
Just give us a follow here on Twitch. And if you want to support our efforts to keep improving the quality of the stream and give you more quality content to watch, be sure to either sub to us here on Twitch. Our current goal is 25 subs.
We'll start some Legacy. Yep.
We'll be starting some live Legacy for you as soon as we hit that. Also, your subs help keep things going, such as commentary for events like this. So again, give us that sub. If you are an Amazon Prime member, you give us that free Twitch Prime sub every month. And if you want to see us do some more cool things, we have the Thursday Night Model League, which is done thanks to patrons who support us through our Patreon at patreon.com/dropbackproductions. We'd love to do some more tournaments, more PPTQs, help give out some more cash prizes too. Thank you, Ronaldo, for the follow. Really appreciate that. Be sure to see you next week, Ronaldo, as well as the rest of you. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, have a good weekend, stay safe, and play some lots of Magic.
We'll see you later.